So as you know from what I mentioned before, our firm, Console Mattiacci Law, we are an employment rights and civil rights law firm here in Philadelphia, and we represent individuals with regard to employment litigation. We only represent individuals. We don't represent the bad guys, the companies on the other side. So in our practice, we deal with federal laws. We deal with the state laws in Pennsylvania and in the other states that we're in. And we're also right here in Philadelphia, so there are also local laws. As a member of the city council, can you talk to us a little bit about what city council does and how laws are passed within the city of Philly?
Well, believe it or not, a lot of the laws that we do and introduce really come from our constituent base, our communities, our workers, our neighbors. People don't realize, and they'll say, well, why don't you do this? Don't you think this would work? And I would say, that's a great idea. Maybe we could introduce something like that. And they said, is that how easy it is? That's really how easy it is. And that's really what makes a difference. I mean, we as council members work together. We have our colleagues who throw out ideas periodically of what they would like to do. But a lot of them come from either organizations or people who are out there who want to see a better influence in the city of Philadelphia and say, you know, we don't like the way this is happening. Now, one issue we have sometimes is we have laws and rules on the books. We don't really enforce them, which is a challenge. But I think if you're really looking at how to get new laws introduced, a lot of them basically come from advocacy through our grassroots, through our communities to the council members who then introduce them, work through a public hearing process. And then once we have to introduce, we have a public hearing. Once it gets out of a hearing, which is a committee, then it gets voted by all the council members. And then if approved by majority of council members, it goes to the mayor's office, who then signs it when it becomes law.
Mm-hmm. And can you walk us through what the city council membership looks like? How many members there are, and how the districts work with the at-large members?
There's 10 district members, so the city is broken up sort of into 10 little councilmatic districts. It's like each councilman is sort of like a little mayor of that little district. They sort of have their wherewithal within that district. Now, there's also 7 at-large council members. There's 5 majority at-large council members at max and 2 minorities, which means it could be any party, Republican, Working Families Party, as we have now. So the district council people usually work mainly within their district, which is the boundaries that I mentioned earlier, east of Broad Street, South Philly, all the way up to Harrogate. And they do things with those figures. They're very involved too with zoning issues with land purchases and land sales within their districts. There's a lot of city-owned properties that are within the boundaries of the 10 councilmatic districts. And the council at large folks represent the whole city. So they represent everybody throughout the city of Philadelphia. It doesn't matter whether you're in South Philly or Northwest Philly or Southwest, you're represented by the council at large. So if you always feel like the district council person maybe isn't answering you as quickly as they can, the council at large people could work with those district council members to do that. The district council members are usually more in tune with district details and quality of life issues, constituent service problems. Their phone, you'll probably get more calls in the district office and emails in the district office than you would at large. So it's, it's busy, but I think if you're doing it right, you get a lot of work because then you're engaging your community and making them work for you, which I think gets more people involved and makes the city a better place. But the at-large people get more involved in policy and look at city as a whole. Not that district council members don't do that. We still introduce legislation citywide, but are really focused mainly on your current district.
Mm-hmm.